Like, you literally saved my life. Oh, it was so easy, which I think is why I was taken aback, because it's never been that easy, and it just felt comfortable from the word go. So I reached out in December, which is really weird because it's my favourite month of the year. Christmas is a massive thing to me, but it just wasn't feeling the same as it usually did. I have had so many therapies, different types of therapies over the years. Like, I can't tell you, countless different therapies. I wouldn't say that none really worked, but it never felt complete. So I was like, what's the point? So when you answered straight away, I was like, ooh, a bit taken aback, because normally waiting lists, even when you pay to go private, they can't just fit you in straight away. So I was like a little bit taken back, but I'm gonna do it. And then just kept putting it off and thought, oh no, I'm good, I'm fine. But January was the worst month of my life, and I just wasn't in any kind of place to do anything. And I had a really bad weekend, and that's when I contacted you, and I was like, I gotta do it, book me in, basically. Yeah, and it just felt like I was chatting with a friend. Like, we hit it off straight away. I laughed most of the times, which was just, I remember my husband coming downstairs, because I always did it at 8 o'clock because I knew I'd commit, and my husband would be getting ready for work, and I remember him coming downstairs after the second session just looking at me like I was, what's going on, like, she's laughing, she talking to herself, because I hadn't for like so long. Like, this me now is what I used to be like, but not for ages. And she brought like old cat back out just through having a cup of coffee and speaking online in my own home. I just wanted to work, like find a way of going forward, and she was like, we can do a rewind. And it's like taking you back to a point where you were happy, and you watch yourself on a screen. So you're watching yourself, so you're behind the TV watching yourself watch your life, basically. And you put a DVD in, and you start at your happy place, and you move through, you know, well, for me it was my childhood, trying to get past the point that really bothers you. Prior to the rewind, she said that to find like two bookends, a place in my childhood where I was like happy, and then where do I want, you know, what's my end vision. And I really struggled with a happy. I messaged her and she was like, don't worry about it, something will pop up. And it did, something that I would never have used normally. And it was in a caravan. Me and my husband took our kids out of school 10 years ago and went travelling around Europe for 3 months. We bought a £500 caravan, shoved it on the back of the car. That's the last time I remember being content, like 2014. So I was in my caravan. It was such a strange thing to imagine. And next thing I'm like, oh, I can smell my dog. I can feel him licking my face. It was such a strange thing. I was like, he didn't come on holiday with us. He got out of the room, and Nick said all she seen was this big ball of fluff on screen. It's like he knew I was in a state of, I didn't feel distressed, but obviously I was, because this vision was distressing. And then he brought me out and we just laughed, and she was like, do you want to go back in? And I was like, no, I think I'm fine. I didn't want to do online. I've always been a bit adverse to it, because I want to feel the vibe, because, you know, I've been to therapies where I've walked in and I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I've got to go. So I thought if I was online, I would feel rude just saying leave, you know, clicking off, literally. And interestingly, when I told my husband it was online, he was like, oh, I would never have said yes to online before. And I would say to anyone, being in your own home, in your pajamas, having a cup of coffee, it makes all the difference. So I'm a complete convert. Because it's not just some random person who's not got any experience or anything. But it didn't feel like I was talking to a therapist. I suffered with eating disorders from the age of 13, 14, probably younger. And that is literally where my therapy journey started. I'm 48 now, so it's literally taken me like 36 years to find a nick. And I don't want to share with anyone, but I do. Like, you literally saved my life.